Good morning, YouTube Nation. It's Sal. I've returned to where I sang yesterday, the front of Ferraris. It was short-lived, unfortunately, because of a technical problem that I won't get into right now. But it went very well, despite the fact that there weren't many people around, because it was too early in the day and it was Black Friday, which meant that everybody was out shopping and not necessarily eating. Me, on the other hand, I did plenty of eating, thanks to a good friend of mine named Frank. And I haven't talked to him about, giving him free pubs, so I'm not going to mention the name of the restaurant, but it's a restaurant on Mulberry. And he took care of me with the penne alla vodka, which was simply to die for. The best I ever had, other than homemade. And it hit the spot because right now I'm in a tight spot. A very tight spot. Living in a shelter. Not making much money, but that's because I just decided to devote myself to my career. There's no other way to do it, folks. If you're going to go for something, you got to dive in. And you got to jump right in. You don't tiptoe around. And that's what I'm doing. So today, hopefully, I will be singing. I have to get a new speaker. And my good friend will help me with that. One of the owners of Ferraris, who hired me. Not officially, but I think it's safe to say I got the job. So right now, we're on Grand and Mulberry. As you can see, not much activity at the moment. But that will all change because it's Saturday. And Saturday is normally pretty busy over here, especially Saturday night. We look forward to making people happy, bringing a smile to the faces of those that stop by the pastry store. Me personally, I hope that I sing well. I am battling a health issue at the moment, but I just keep plowing away. That's what you got to do. There's no excuses, especially now during COVID. Let me just get a shot of Mulberry here. You can see we got the Christmas lights up. And I just want to point something out really fast, if I may. And let me check on my bag first, because especially around this time of day, you can't be too careful. So we're going to go grab my bag. Good morning, sir.
Hi, how are you?
What's your dog's name?
Huh?
What's your...
Sandy. Sandy.
Sandy?
Yeah.
Hi, Sandy. It's a rescue?
4 years.
Oh. Hi, Sandy. Pitbull, no?
Huh?
It's a pit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Sandy. I'll tell you, those pit bulls are strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Nice dog.
Okay.
So anyway, gotta get my bag. Gotta get that bag before it's gone. And there it is, thank God. So I just decided that today we're gonna do some Christmas songs because Thanksgiving just passed. I don't do Christmas songs before Thanksgiving, people. I think that's inappropriate. It's disrespectful to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It's not overly commercialized. As a matter of fact, it's not commercialized at all. By the way, Action is one of the big karting companies here in New York. I actually tried to get a job with them at one time. I used to work for Joro Karting out of Bensonhurst. I worked on the back as a helper. They don't even do that anymore because it's too dangerous. I got lucky. But anyway, I wanted to stop over here while it's quiet and I'm not invading anyone's privacy. Best cannolis, period. Other than Ferraris. Cannoli King. Unbelievable. Now, there's a Cannoli King in Bensonhurst, okay? Just as good. Different owner, though, I believe. What I wanted to point out is actually me working in this area got started here at Bella Ciao. I don't know how they came up with that name. Ciao Bella, of course, is a common Italian expression, or, not expression, just something that comes out of our mouths. But this is where it all got started. And actually, it wasn't even planned. I hope to sing here. In the basement, they have a speakeasy. And it's absolutely stunning. So I got to talk to Machello, I believe is the owner's name. I only worked here for 1 day. Well, really a day and a half. And I actually have to get paid today by the manager. But anyway, beautiful restaurant, excellent food. Come check it out when you can. 145 Mulberry Street. I believe I said it before, I'll say it again. You can't really go wrong with any restaurant on Mulberry. This is my, well, I can't say favorite because I have too many friends over here, but one of my favorites. Ambiance is simply perfect, and this is Angelo's. Okay, let me just say, you know, I have my go-tos. Now, in Bay Ridge, it's Ponte Vecchio. This is the Ponte Vecchio of Mulberry Street. And you can't see it now. All we're getting is a reflection. But, just come. That's all I can tell you. You can ask for Bruno. Bruno's the maitre d', and he'll take good care of you. You can even say that, you know, you can mention my name because he's a friend of mine. The restaurant's been here for over 100 years, I believe. It was recently renovated. On one of my prior posts, we met a young woman in the street, and she mentioned that they had just renovated it. So right now, I'm going to take a quick stroll. My bag's behind me, so I got to be careful. But at this time of day, as a matter of fact, let me grab it, because, you know, sorry. Bag, you're getting a lot of showtime today, bag. I don't know if you deserve it. I just got this bag, as a matter of fact, $20. Beautiful canvas duffel. The old one blew its load. You know, I know I mentioned before we're going to have some family-friendly viewing. I'm going to have to slightly amend that. I'm not going to be intentionally vulgar, but I have to be me, which means that I'm sure you noticed the first time you logged on to my YouTube channel, there's a warning basically saying if you're under 18 that you need parents' permission. I did that for a reason, because I don't want to offend anyone. That's simply not what I do. But I am going to be me, and that means that there will be times when I'm a bit suggestive, to say the least. This is a nice pad. I would love to live in this neighborhood. I should live in this neighborhood because I'm working here now. And not only that, but it feels like home. What else can I say? It feels like home. It is my home during the day. At night I have to go to the west side where my shelter is, but I won't get into the apartment that I hope to get soon because I don't want to jinx it, even though I don't believe in jinxes. I'd still rather not get into it until it happens. But let's just say I found a place that will accept my voucher, and the apartment is perfect for me. It's very convenient to this area. I could literally be here in 25 minutes or less. So I have to do what I have to do to lock that in. It's in Brooklyn. I'll leave it at that. Not my part of Brooklyn, but that's not important because the city is kind enough to pay for it. So beggars can't be choosers, as they say. Just want to point out a couple of other restaurants. I have my bag now, so we can go a little bit further. This is, I think, the first restaurant I ever ate at on Mulberry or off of Mulberry, Puglia's. I used to work in insurance, and we had a little thing here for the holidays one year. And it's an institution like so many other places are. But the food, magnificent. It's, basically unchanged as far as I know since they opened, which is a nice touch. This gentleman, Jorge and Deborah, they provide the entertainment. And I'm not, that is George, yeah. Buccio, I guess that's an Italian name. Jorge Buccio. I've never met the man, but they've been singing outside lately. And I mispronounce his name. It's Bucchio, because 2 C's is a hard C, unless he's not Italian. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's him and his, I believe his wife. But yeah, Puglia's I highly recommend. It's like I said, you can't go wrong on Mulberry. You know, just throw a dart at a map and go, because I've never had bad food here. Now, the neighborhood's changed, as I previously posted. You know, the mob influence, whether it's still here or not, is not really my concern. But they're definitely not in the open. But, you know, listen, I'm not even going to go there, because that's not what this is about. Okay, so, personal favorite. This is Vincent's. I've spent many a night in Vincent's. Another one of my favorites. Now, Vincent's. Look, now it's amazing. Look, 1904. Every restaurant that we've highlighted this morning, they've all been here, you know, 100 years. I mean, this is history. But Vincent's is quite simply perfect. You go inside, there's a bar on the right, and that's where I used to sit. I used to sit at the bar and watch the Knicks and have a nice plate of spaghetti and meatballs. And I can't tell you how good their food is. I have a good friend that works here as a waiter. His name is Renee. And he always took care of me, especially during the tough times. I greatly appreciate that. As did the owner. And who passed fairly recently, and I'm very saddened by that. His son is now, you know, taking care of the joint. But come see it. I can't get the inside because it's too early. But it's actually a lot darker out than my phone is, you know, showing. It's overcast. It's actually raining. I didn't even think it was supposed to rain today. This is a nice little thing, 119, because that's almost my birthday. I think we're done, because that's basically it as far as, you know, my personal favorites over here. No, I'm sorry, we got one more. I'll make it quick. Okay, the next restaurant, another one that I would, you know, you have to go if you're in the neighborhood, you know, whether you're from out of town or not. Il Cortile, and we're going to hit it right now so you can see it. It's on Mulberry, right off of Hester. And, you know, I should have pointed out Umberto's Claim House, but I think we did the last time. Anyway, here's Il Cortile. Okay, now I have a good friend that works here. He's a host. He's the outside host. You know, everything's outside now. Anyway, yeah, here's Il Cortile. It looks a little different than it does, obviously, when they're open. But magnificent restaurant inside. Absolutely stunning. I like to sit in the back. They have a bar in the rear of the restaurant. I don't want to get myself on camera. I'm camera shy. Didn't you guys know that? Yeah, this is, again, we can't see the inside, unfortunately. Great food, great atmosphere. Classic old school restaurant. And we'll just highlight the end of the block, which starts at Canal. Really the beginning of Mulberry. Goes all the way down. So basically Prince, I think, is where it, you know, basically ends. But this time of year, I'm going to try not to cry, people. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of the holidays right now, because I'm not with anyone. Now, I'm not saying that I'm necessarily, you know, looking to meet that special someone that will be in my life forever, that I'm devoted to, but it just, that's 4 hours another. Now, this is curious. I wonder if they're the same as where I'm working. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. I'll have to ask my boss. But anyway, another go-to for cannoli. Good morning, sir. So, yeah. this is what I want to say. To many of you, to most of you, hopefully, Thanksgiving was good. To me, it was Thursday. That's because I didn't have anyone to spend it with. I hope next year I do. It doesn't even have to be a girlfriend or a wife or even a gumad. Just a family that invites me over would be nice. But what I wanted to say is that there's no place like New York during the holidays. It is so romantic, I can't even tell you. A personal memory for me actually is not a personal memory. I'll explain. There's a scene in The Godfather when Al Pacino and Diane Keaton are walking in front of Macy's and the Christmas music is playing and the characters are dancing in the windows, and he spots the newspaper that Vito Corleone, his father, was shot. Now, I don't know what it is about that scene, but it gets to me. It really gets to me, and I've always had this fantasy, I'll call it, of me with a significant other walking in front of the Macy's window during Christmas. I don't know what it is. I mean, it has to be the movie, for as much as I love movies. But that's something I've always daydreamed about. Having someone on my arm and walking in front of Macy's during the Christmas season. I hope it comes true one day. I'm sure it will, because you know what? When I put my mind to something, it happens. Because I make it happen. Agabi. We're going to sign off, appropriately enough, on Cafe Napoli, because that's where my great-grandfather's from. And once again, some quick words of inspiration. This is a very difficult time. Not just for me personally, for many of you. So I want you to do this. Put your boots on and start walking. Ciao.